For all my team coins, check out thefootshop.com. Their link is in the description below. And for a discount on your coins, use Nepo at checkout. What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome to my BPL Team of the Season prediction video. That is right, guys. It is that time of the year once again where the Team of the Season is right around the corner. To answer your first question, the Team of the Season will be around May the 6th. The first week will be the most consistent Team of the Season, and then we'll find out thereon after who goes where. But before we get into this video, if you could drop a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. Let's try and get this over 9,000 likes. And if you guys want to see me do the Serie A, the BBVA, the Ligue 1, and the Bundesliga as well, then let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see like a rest of the world and most consistent as well, just let me know, guys. So before we get into the video proper, one thing to note is there are a lot of good players this year in the BPL, meaning some of your favorites that you might have in your Team of the Season won't be in my pick for the Team of the Season. So if I've got a disagreement with you, just let me know what your team would be in the comment section below, or tweet me on twitter.com/NepentheZ your top 11 plus your 7 substitutes. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So first up, guys, we are going to start with the goalkeeper, and there are a few contenders this season, but for me, the outstanding performer in back of net has been David De Gea. Don't really pay too much attention to the card stats and the actual individual player stats that I've got on the screen, because you never know what EA are actually going to do with those. They're just a representation for what I think they may look like come the end of the season. De Gea for Man United has had a fantastic season, and coming towards the back end of the season now, Manchester United actually have a really not necessarily a title challenge, because Chelsea are running away with it a little bit. They're 7 points clear now after their win today over QPR. But they've really pulled themselves back into the top 4 race after a terrible season. And that's nothing short than to do with why De Gea is here. He has been outstanding for them this season, saving them on many, many occasions, and fully deserves, in my opinion, the goalkeeper slot. As we go into the defenders, guys, this is where, first of all, it becomes a bit tricky, because I know one of your favourites is probably not going to be in here, but I've got the defensive lineup as Koscielny, Ivanovic, Terry and Baines. Of course, Ivanovic at right back, Terry and Koscielny at centre-back slots, and Baines at left back. The only real contention here for me straight away would be potentially you could put Azpilicueta at left back instead of Baines, but I think Baines has had a fantastic season yet again for Everton. In a season where they've struggled, he's been a constant performer throughout the year, and I fully think will be in Team of the Year. Maybe not as the starter, maybe as Azpilicueta, or maybe Nathaniel Klein might be the other fullback, but I definitely believe Baines is going to be in the Team of the Season. For centre-backs, you've got John Terry and Laurent Koscielny. Koscielny, of course, with an upgraded card, and has been instrumental in Arsenal's rise to the summit of the table, really. Like, Arsenal, as well as Manchester United, had a really tough start to the season, was in different results, losing points to teams they should be winning points against, and now they're sat here and they're 7 points behind Chelsea, although Chelsea have a game in hand, but there is potential for them to win the title with 6 games left. There is potential. Chelsea have still got to go to Manchester United and to Arsenal, meaning that there could be a title race on yet, and as well, Manchester United could indeed be involved in that title race. Of course, with Chelsea at the top of the table, and the fact that they've only lost 2 games in 31 shows why I would have Chelsea players in this Team of the Season. Terry has been massive for Chelsea this season, absolutely massive, and Ivanovic as well, for probably the second or third year running, has proved himself as the best right back in the BPL. He is absolutely outstanding year in, year out. Not only do I think he should deserve a Team of the Season card, I think he deserves a huge upgrade. I think next year he should be an 83, an 84, or maybe an 85 rated right back, because he is just that good. He is absolutely outstanding. Now, as an Arsenal fan, you can imagine how hard it is for me to say that Branislav Ivanovic is an outstanding world-class right back, but he is. So that, guys, will be my defensive lineup. Let's move on to the mids. Now, for the midfielders, guys, depending on what formation EA choose to use for the Team of the Season, and whether they choose to count someone like Hazard or Sanchez as an attacker instead of a midfielder, I've gone with Hazard, Sanchez and Silva. Now, what you've got is Eden Hazard right now may not be in Team of the Season simply because of the way EA sets their regulations for Team of the Season. If you haven't had an inform in the Team of the Season, you will be put into most consistent. However, there is still a chance he will be in the regular Team of the Season as well, so you may not see Hazard there. And don't worry if your favourite midfielder isn't in the team just yet. I have got subs as well to go through, and then we'll recap the whole team. But these 3 for me have been like absolutely imperative for their team's season. David Silva, the fact that, you know, he's got 3 or maybe 4 informs already on FIFA this year just goes to show how important he's been for Manchester City in a season where they've started to struggle. They had a great start to the season, a great run up to Christmas, and now they're struggling. They've been hit a bad run of form. They're 4th in the table. You know, they've got Southampton and Liverpool just a few points behind them, could potentially knock them out of Champions League spots. Could be a really, really bad season for Man City unless they pick their act up in the final 7 games. And as I'm recording this, they're about to kick off against Manchester United. However, Hazard has had a stunning season for Chelsea, winning them games countless times, almost single-handedly, proving himself not just as one of the best midfielders in the BPL, but one of the best midfielders, one of the best wingers, one of the most creative players in world football. And he's still so very young, still so many years to go. Alexis Sanchez, very much the same for Arsenal. Sanchez was huge for Arsenal in the first half of the season, not so great in the second half. Although his work rates and his work ethic is still fantastic, he's kind of let himself down with goals. He's not scoring as many goals as he did in the first half of the season, but he has definitely been instrumental in Arsenal sitting currently 2nd in the table, which for an Arsenal fan, I know you don't really want to say it, but top 4 is what we aim for at the moment because of the way our team is. Sitting 2nd and potentially in a title race as we come into the close of the season due to players like Sanchez, you can't deny it. He's been absolutely fantastic this season, and I think he deserves the team of the season card. And once again, David Silva has just proven his worth year in, year out, and this season is no different. He definitely deserves a team of the season card. And now we move, guys, on to the attackers. So guys, as we go into the attackers, again, we were left here with a plethora of players that we could have picked from. And it was really difficult for me to pick certain players over other players that have been so instrumental this season. But what we've got here is basically 3 of the top 4 goal scorers in the BPL this season. Diego Costa has scored 19 goals. Harry Kane has come out of nowhere this season and has also scored 19 goals. As at the time of making this video, of course. And Sergio Aguero is currently sat on 17. Also, Charlie Austin is on 17, and I do believe he will also get a team of the season card. However, I think he'll be on the bench. I think Aguero will be in the starting 11, but that's neither here nor there for the actual team of the season. Bear in mind, Manchester City are about to play against Manchester United, so potentially Aguero is going to bag some more goals in this game. But guys, these are the 3 that I've got up front. Like I say, Harry Kane, you know, he's come out of nowhere this season. He's not only has he had a blinding season, he's got his first international call-up, he's scored his first international goal, and he has been huge in just helping Spurs up the table in another season where they have underperformed, in my opinion. Spurs have always got good players, a strong team, a strong unit, and a strong manager, and they always seem to underperform. You know, they lose games they should have won, they draw games they should have won, and this season is no different. Even though Harry Kane has been on fire, if he can keep this form up, he could well be one of England's top strikers in the the next 10 to 15 years, which will be absolutely awesome. But he definitely deserves his team of the season card, along with Aguero and Diego Costa. You know, Diego Costa has been huge for Chelsea. He's one of the reasons why they're top of the table. Again, he's kind of tailed off a little bit recently. He had a banging start to the season, tailed off a little bit. Aguero very much the same. He's had a few, really, really good months and then a few bad months in between as well. But you can't take away from the fact that they've all scored so many goals. You've got next on the goal scoring list as well, by the way, guys. Alexis Sanchez is 5th, Eden Hazard is 6th, and Wayne Rooney as well. And Olivier Giroud has pulled himself out of nowhere and is the 5th top scorer joint with Alexis Sanchez so far this season. How crazy is that? For a guy that was struggling, he's just 5 goals behind the leading goal scorer of the BPL this season, which is absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, that will be my attack. Let's take a look at the subs bench. So guys, here is the subs bench, and I tried to include players that I genuinely believe have been like important this season, extra special this season. And Charlie Austin, as I said, he deserves the team of the season. He scored 17 goals this season in a season where QPR are struggling in the league, and he's still come out and could potentially finish top scorer in the BPL, which is insane. Cesc Fabregas is a midfielder. Not only did he score the winner for Chelsea today against QPR, giving them an important 3 points, he has been just monumental in midfield in a season where Frank Lampard is done, where Frank Lampard used to play that Cesc Fabregas role, that creator role. Fabregas has proven himself for Chelsea and has come up massive with multiple assists and very important goals, scoring the winner, like I said, against QPR today. He's just been so important for Chelsea and is one of the biggest reasons why Diego Costa is the joint top goal scorer this season. Moving on to the rest of the bench, guys, Eriksen for Spurs has been absolutely phenomenal this season, a standout performer in my opinion in their team, along with Harry Kane. And for the fullback spots, again, Azpilicueta and Nathaniel Klein have been incredible. A lot of you maybe think that perhaps Hector Bellerin might get a fullback spot because he has been good for Arsenal this season. However, I don't particularly think he's been the good to the standard of Azpilicueta or Klein. In midfield, again, we're going to have Nemanja Matic. How could you not? Once again, with Chelsea, he has been absolutely monumental for them. He is one of the best midfielders in the Premiership. This is where I don't know whether or not EA are going to count someone like Sanchez or Hazard as an attacker or a midfielder, because if they consider them an attacker, you could well see Matic in the first 11, in the starting 11, and then for a second goalkeeper, Mignolet for Liverpool. Maybe not everyone's first choice for a second goalkeeper. Maybe some of you guys may think Courtois. Some of you guys may think, potentially Fraser Forster of Southampton or Fabianski for Swansea, who have both had fantastic seasons. But I personally think Mignolet has been huge for Liverpool. Although he's had a few, iffy games here or there, he has proved himself. He's been super consistent and he's done Liverpool very, very proud this season. So to recap, guys, this would be my full team of the season: De Gea, Koscielny, Ivanovic, Terry Baines, Hazard, Sanchez, Silva, Kane, Aguero and Costa, with Austin, Fabregas, Eriksen, Azpilicueta, Klein, Matic and Mignolet on the bench. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Send me your favourite team that you think is going to be team of the season as well. Twitter.com/NepentheZ. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.